While the tank is filling up, I'm gonna go get the pump, set it up, get the draw hose that I've got to pull the water out, another hose, so we can get this thing flushed out. Not that. So that's gotta go. Okay, not yet. To go on. Oh yeah, that'll work. We're gonna be using a quick connect to a piece of our maple line in order to draw the water out of the tank. Hey, you guys remember the last time I had a tank on here? Look right up there, or maybe up there, and check out that video. It was kind of crazy. You know, there are no 2 days the same on our farm ever. It's really kind of fun at times, and times like today, it's a bit of a challenge, let me say that. My name's Kevin, welcome to Milgat Farms. Today I'm going to share with you an adventure that is ongoing and not resolved yet. And that is, we're out of water. Why are we out of water? Because the water was left on. And there's no water in the well box, that's not right. There's no water. See, I'm kind of nervous here, guys. There's no water in the spring box or our holding tank for our cottage or our animals. And get this, we got people coming in at the B&B today. Right now, I'm going up to flush the spring out. That's something I normally do in the warmer months. We've got a lot of water around here. It has just been flowing like no tomorrow. And what's coming in the spring is not quite what it should be. So if I flush this spring out, maybe we can increase the flow. And what we'll get out of it is a faster fill in our tank. So come along, let me show you what I'm going to do. The spring is located right up there where that dead ash tree is. Emily sent me a text this morning saying, hey, there's something frozen with the water, I can't do it. Can you fill the waters up for the sheep in the barn? Of course I said yes. I went down there, it wasn't frozen, or at least it felt like it was frozen because no water was coming out of the spigot. Then I walked around to look where the cows were, and the handle was up on the hydrant. And I thought to myself, did I do that? It's highly possible. To do is I got to get up in there. I don't know if I can drive up in there. I don't know. I'm going this way. We'll go around the other side because we got to put our hose all the oh, ow! I'm glad I got a belly pan. We got to put our hose all the way down in the spring to the collection point. Ooh, it is a soggy mess in here, guys. Okay. Oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Oh boy. Hey, get it. Ah, that's crazy. Crazy talk. Coming in the back. That's the spring box where we have, it's a sediment box is what that is. There's the pipe. Now I've got to get this fixed so nobody steps on it, especially the cows. That would be tragic. It goes up into a collection point up there, probably 30 feet, and terminates. And I think that has got some sediment in it. We're going to find out here in a few minutes. I've done a couple videos on this. Oh gosh, maybe last year, the year before, about how to clean a spring out, because we had a problem with our spring. So let me show you the flow we have right now. So that's not a bad flow. I think we can increase it though, and that'll make it easier or faster for our tank to fill up. So one thing we can't do is leave the end on the hose. I didn't bring a drill, so we're just going to simply cut it and then fit it up into the hole. We'll save that for using it later. What this guy right here is going to do is allow the water, I'm sorry, that's on the wrong spot. I'm an idiot. We don't want anything funky going down in there. So we put this on. That's going to prevent any of this water that we're going to push down in here from going down into the collection tank. You guys think I'm going to be able to get my tank filled before my guests come? I'll let you know at the end of the video if that worked out. What I'm going to do is take this hose, push it into the pipe, push it all the way up to the collection point, and then we're going to be able to push water into it, hopefully clearing that collection point out. My hose is really rigid. Normally I do this in the winter, summer months rather, and the hose is a little bit more flexible about getting in there. My concern is going to be when we get up to the elbow or the 90 degree that's in there. The hose may not want to go past it. What I normally do, and I had planned to do it today, was pull water from my tank. And I need a longer hose when I do that, because I've got to go where my tank is, which is probably another 15, 20 meters below this point here. Oh, well, it's going in pretty easily. Of course, my hose is getting all twisted. I know I probably should have taken my hose and relaxed it or opened it up, because it's a mess. But right now, time is kind of the essence, so I'm just going to deal with it and keep moving on. There it is. All right, guys, that's the end as far as I can tell. Now we're going to turn on the pump, and let me show you before I do that. You see how much water is kind of dripping out? Get you down in there. I'm thinking we're going to get a little bit more than that. At least that's my prayer. That hurts, guys. All right, I'm heating up. Time to change caps. Changed my pretty hat. Now, what you're seeing is mud and water coming out of there. That's most likely sediment that's been inside or gotten stocked up in the collection point. We're gonna run the tank. We're gonna run the tank almost dry to see if we can get it all. I'm also gonna put my hands on it so that we can cover it up and try to put a little pressure up in there too. Oh, gotta get the pump going again. Oh, that's not working. So I'm just tapping it up in there. You can see the mud coming out. Thankfully, the water I put in is warmer than the outside air, which is around 30 degrees. It keeps any of this muddy water from going into our collection tank. Well, since we got plenty of water in there, I'm gonna start scooping out any sediment I can get my hands on. Oh, golly. That stuff is gross. And that's the purpose of this box, is actually to collect any sediment that may be that may rest in here, so it doesn't land in your collection tank or your holding tank. And my arms, I can't get it up high enough, can I? We've got some lumpy stuff in there. It's just stuff we collected over time. I got everything out of it. Now this water's gotten cold again. Oh my golly. Woo, that's cold water. Oh my gosh, that water's cold. I'm gonna pull the hose out, then I'll show you what kind of flow we have now. All right, you guys see it right there? That's about twice the amount of flow that we had. And in about 15-20 minutes, the water's gonna settle out and we can let it go back in the tank. Speaking of the tank, let me show it to you. So the tank is down here. I'm guessing it could be 1,000 or 1,500 gallons. I'm not exactly sure. I probably could do the math on it. It doesn't really matter to me because we have enough water to do what we need to do. I don't want to drop you guys in there. All right, you can see there's a little bit of sediment on the bottom, but not very much. If you look at the other end, and you can see the pipe that lets it go out. You may not be able to see it up there, but there's a pipe higher that lets me know that we have a full tank down below. So right over here, located just under the ground, is another pipe that allows this tank to overflow down there next to that cutter. You see the red cutter over to the left, and that's how we water our animals, just with the overflow from what we collect here. It's kind of cool.
15 minutes later.
There's all the muck we pulled out. You can see the water's now clear. We're gonna pull that pipe off, and all that water right there is going into our holding tank. And to ensure nothing big gets in, we've got this little piece here that's got holes in it that only let the water in. And that's a pretty good stream. How long do you guys think it's going to take to fill up the tank? So leave it in the comments. I have an idea, but I'm not exactly sure. Won't know till later today. There are no 2 days on our farm that are the same. That is for sure. I don't even put the screws back in this top because I check it so often. Water is vitally important to a farm. This is our main spring on the farm, and it services the cottage where our guests stay. It services our red barn and all of our animals. Without it, we'd be in trouble. So I come up here quite often and just check on the box itself and the flow. And I did it yesterday thinking, you know what, I'm gonna come up and go ahead and flush this thing out. But I wanted to use the water in the tank. Couldn't do that, could I? So I put a tank on the back. If you guys haven't seen that video of me, one of the last videos of me in the tank, or the side by side, the tank and myself, it's pretty good. I put a link in the description. Check it out. It was a lot of fun. Kind of scary a little bit, but all in all, it turned out well. You guys think I can make it out of here? That's looking kind of steep. Let me strap you into my gun rack camera holder. Let's see if we can do it. I know the sun's out, but I am still freezing. Okay, I don't see any rocks. Let's give it a go. Woohoo! That worked out pretty good. Woohoo! This is where I usually set up some targets and shoot. And every year, I break my bush hog right on this hill. There's a lot of rocks in here. Probably should stop doing that. There you go. That's a lot of water, guys. This is about 45 minutes later. We'll have a full tank by the afternoon. All right, about 6 hours later, do we have any water or not? Let's see. Ta-da! We got water! That is great. It's coming in fast, too. Nice and clean. Yahoo! Thank you for watching our videos. We really appreciate it. We hope you're enjoying them as much as we enjoy making them for you. Do consider giving us a thumbs up. It means a lot. But what really means a lot to us is hearing from you in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're watching with. Are you a farmer? Are you not a farmer? You want to be a farmer? You want to be a maple farmer, because that's what we are. This is maple season for us. If you ever want to come out to the farm, let me know. Go to millgatfarms.com. You can email us. Love to have you out here, stay in the B&B, or show you something about maple. We got Maple Festival coming up soon. That's going to be pretty cool. Second and third weekends in March. A lot of people here. We'd love to have you. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, God bless you guys.